A few months ago, when Alabama hired Kalen DeBoer, I was told that he wasn't going to be able to recruit in the South, but somehow in the month of June, he has the tide rolling in recruiting. They currently have the 8th ranked recruiting class, and Kalen DeBoer is already getting W's at Alabama, and the season hasn't even started yet. They got a big time commitment from 4-star quarterback Keelon Russell, who they flipped from SMU. He currently is the 7th ranked QB in the 2025 recruiting cycle. He's a dynamic dual threat quarterback that has a live arm and great athleticism. And this was a big time pickup for Alabama because they needed to have another quarterback who could come in and compete with Austin Mack for the starting job potentially, because a few months ago they lost talented quarterback from last year's cycle, Julian Sayin, to the portal. He's now at Ohio State. So to be able to get Keelon Russell to flip from SMU to Bama was a huge W for Kalen DeBoer and company. And we could have a very intriguing QB battle on our hands because Keelon Russell could be good enough to start year one for Bama. Austin Mack, he was a former 4-star recruit from the 2023 cycle. He started out at Washington, but he followed Kalen DeBoer down to Tuscaloosa when he got the job. So this is going to be a very interesting quarterback battle as long as we don't see Keelon Russell pull another flipperoo. You know how it is when it comes to high school recruiting. Nothing is official until these guys sign on the dotted line, but I feel pretty confident we're going to see Keelon Russell honor his commitment with Alabama. But this isn't the only W that Kalen DeBoer has gotten on the recruiting trail. He also got a recent commitment from IMG 4-star running back Anthony Rogers, who has very good speed, great contact balance. When you watch some of this dude's highlights, he has very quick acceleration. He goes from 0 to 100 real quick. He's physical. He's running guys over. He's bouncing off guys. Good size, 5'8", 190 pounds. And Alabama is also in the mix for several of the top wideouts in this recruiting cycle. They have upcoming visits with dudes such as Caleb Cunningham, who is the 3rd ranked wide receiver. You got Derek Meadows from Bishop Gorman coming in. And they have numerous visits with a lot of offensive and defensive linemen who are highly touted. So Kalen DeBoer is already silencing the doubters at Alabama. He's putting in that work on the recruiting trail, recruiting at a very high level in the South. And I never understood why he was getting doubted anyway, because he's a fantastic head coach. All right, there wasn't a better replacement for Nick Saban than Kalen DeBoer. This dude is a prodigy. And for all of you SEC folks who don't know how good of a coach this dude is, go ahead and look at his track record. He has won everywhere he's been, going back to the days when he was coaching NAIA ball for his alma mater. He led them to 3 NAIA national championships. He's never lost more than 3 games in the season. And that goes back to when he took his first big-time job at Fresno State. He had them rolling, and we saw what he did in his 2 years at Washington, transforming that program, leading them to a national championship appearance. He is a fantastic head coach. I'm going to say it one last time. There wasn't a better replacement for Nick Saban than Kalen DeBoer. I believe that Alabama is going to continue the success that they had under Nick Saban. Or is he going to win 5, 6 national championships? I'm not going to give him that kind of praise yet, but I definitely think that Alabama is at least going to be in the national title picture for the next couple of years, as long as Kalen DeBoer keeps up this level of recruiting. And you know, it is early in June, so a lot of these guys could end up flipping and going elsewhere, but I still expect for Kalen DeBoer to finish with the top 5, top 6 class when it's all said and done. He's doing a lot of good work on the recruiting trail for Alabama, and you know, the whole skepticism about him not being able to recruit well because he doesn't know the South was always bullshit, because when Florida hired Urban Meyer a long time ago, he came from Utah. He didn't really have a lot of ties to the South, and he was dominating recruiting right out the gate. So if Urban Meyer can do it, it's no reason why Kalen DeBoer can't be able to do this and sustain this level of success. So he's already silencing the doubters and the critics down in Tuscaloosa.